Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Yogita.
Yes, sir. Sir, first we will start with those questions that are already asked to us.
Fine.
Aryan Sharma is asking, sir, if the interview officer asked me, why do you want to become only an officer and why not a superior or lower rank? How should I answer this question?
I will not be able to answer this question on your behalf. You have to give your answer. See, the thing is that the interviewing officer is not asking you questions so that you can research on Google and find out what are the top answers, and from there select your favorite answers and then give it to him. Fine, you should give your answer and I will not know what is your answer. So I can only answer for myself. I cannot answer on your behalf. Fine. So just give your answer and that's what it is. That's what he wants to know. Otherwise, he could have asked you that as per Google, research, what are the top answers figuring? Fine. And if he was interested in doing that, he could have himself done the research and he never needed you to give those answers. So this actually is a useless question. But I mean, these questions are there in the minds of students. Please don't look for answers. Give your answer. What is your reason? That's what he wants to know. Fine. So there's nothing like an ideal answer. I don't know any ideal answer. I can only answer on my behalf. And I would not have tried to become a soldier or this thing in the army or any other service because I felt that I was competent enough to become an officer and that's why I went to become an officer. Yeah, next question, please.
Yes, sir. Ankit Singh has written to us, sir, I have done my BTech in ECE, but did not get any campus placement. I did it while doing it. I was rote learning, and there is not much practical knowledge that I have right now. Also, in my PIQ form, there is no mention of specific sports extracurricular activities in school or college. And how to fill this gap now that whatever that I am facing right now.
Okay. Firstly, talking about your engineering degree of electronics and communication engineer. I have been interviewing defense aspirants since 2010. So it is now almost 12 years. And I keep regularly getting engineers from the branch that you have mentioned. Now, let me tell you about my experience of interviewing these aspirants. As far as electronics is concerned, I would say that 90% don't know about electronics. And as far as communication is concerned, I would say 98% do not understand communications well. Till now, I have not come across any one defense aspirant who can explain to me the functioning of radio waves, how transmission takes place, and the details about that. Zero. So that is the level of education which exists in contemporary India. I'm not being sarcastic, I'm just being factual. And in case people have better knowledge of these things, then they have not come in front of me. So so my sampling cannot be taken as a gospel because brighter people may not have come in front of me. So that's the situation. So out of these also, so many people will become officers. So you see, like if you are going through AFCAT entry, if your knowledge is a little bit okay, something at least you know about electronics and communication, then you will be able to clear your EKT exams. Not a big deal. Our exams are also pretty easy. So that is something you will be able to do. Now, thing is that first is that try and whatever time you have, try and get some clarity about your basic. At least इतना तो समझो ये जैसे I ask people कि ये कौन से elements जो हैं which are used to form semiconductors. तो कई लोग ये भी नहीं बता पाते कि सिलिकॉन जर्मेनियम यूज होता है और उनकी वैलेंसी पूछना शुरू करो तो उसमें तो फिर 80% are gone, they have no clue. So that's at least इतना तो पता रखो. Similarly about communication, कुछ तो रेडियो वेव शेप्स के बारे में पता रखो, कौन सी फ्रीक्वेंसीज है, क्या VHF होता है, क्या UHF होता है, कैसे रडार की फंक्शनिंग होती है. So do at least know some of these things. So that's one. Second is आपका कैंपस प्लेसमेंट नहीं हुआ, so chances are that you were incompetent. तो अभी एनहांस करो कॉम्पिटेंस. मोस्ट ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड कम्युनिकेशन इंजीनियर लैंड ऑफ वर्किंग इन द फील्ड ऑफ IT. तो पहले नहीं सीखा है जो कि आपको सिखाते हैं वैसे आपके कॉलेजेस वाले, आपने नहीं सीखा तो अब कुछ सीखो, लैंग्वेजेस सीखो, ट्राई एंड गेट सम वर्क. एंड इन दैट ऑल्सो इफ यू नो थोड़ा बहुत अपना C++ वगैरह, अंग्रेजी तुम्हारा ठीक ठाक हो तो तुमको जो ये मास हायरर्स है TCS वो ले लेते हैं, क्योंकि उनको भी पता है हिंदुस्तान में कितना नॉलेज है लोगों के पास. So that is something you should do. Then as far as coming to these aspects of your sports ये वो and all are concerned, hobbies, interest, तो वो जो है जनरली सी once again ना 80% of guys are fudging. कोई हॉबी कहाँ है यार, ट्यूशन करते हो आप लोग, ट्यूशन में भागते रहते हो, वो भी कुछ नहीं सीखा होता है, उसी में से हमने ऑफिसर भी बनाने हैं. तो ऐसे ही लोग सेलेक्ट भी होते हैं जो ट्यूशन में भाग रहे हैं. They are not great sheikhs who are getting selected. They are also very ordinary people. तो अभी जो है उसको लेकिन फज मत करो, फर्जी बातें झूठी मत करो. Like what happens, like what an average chap tends to do today is that he says कि हॉबी तो भरना है कुछ ना कुछ, क्योंकि हॉबी नहीं भरा तो बात नहीं बनेगी, because of the sense of insecurity, because he is feeling that he is incompetent, which actually he is, because वो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कम्युनिकेशन भी कुछ नहीं पता, तो उसने बोला चलो हॉबी में कुछ भरा दें, कुछ लिख दें, उसमें ही बता दें. तो वो क्या करते हैं, बैडमिंटन का रैकेट खरीदते हैं, और आजकल फॉर्चुनेटली फॉर देम वो प्लास्टिक वाली शटलकॉक्स आ गई है जो टूट नहीं जाती. हमारे टाइम में तो फेदर वाली होती थी, वो टूट जाती थी जल्दी. वो टूटती नहीं है तो एटलीस्ट दे आर ड्यूरेबल, उनको उल्टा सीधा जहां से भी मारो तो चलती रहती है. तो वो खरीदते हैं बैडमिंटन का रैकेट, 1 महीना पहले उसको चिड़िया को मारते हैं और फिर अपना हॉबी बताते हैं कि हमारा बैडमिंटन हॉबी है, और फिर उसका रूल रेगुलेशन पता करना शुरू करते हैं कि इसका नेट का हाइट इतना, और all that blah 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 they try and find out. It takes not even 1 minute to come to know कि तुम बैडमिंटन नहीं जानते हो. Fine. So that is going to be the truth of fudging this kind of a hobby. So please don't do that. Leave the damn bloody hobby column blank. और एटलीस्ट जो तुम्हारा ब्रेड एंड बटर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स कम्युनिकेशन है उसको थोड़ा बहुत सीख लो, थोड़ा जनरल अवेयरनेस वगैरह सुधार लो, फिजिकल फिटनेस ठीक ठाक कर लो, तो तुम्हारे चांसेस बन जाएंगे. ठीक है ना. ये फजिंग वजिंग वाली चीजें जो है उनसे बात नहीं बनती है. एंड डोंट गेट इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय द ट्रैश गिवन ऑन वेबसाइट्स एंड जो कोचिंग एकेडमी से आपको मिलता रहता है, विच इज कंसिस्टेंटली बीइंग डिश्ड आउट. that is going to misguide you, and there is what you're going to land up with. So don't get involved with such stuff. Now, one more thing I would like to say, though this question has not been asked, it's a big deal कि SSB की तैयारी करनी है. There is nothing like SSB की तैयारी. तैयारी is for life. If you are a student and you are a competent student, that means you are fit for selection. And if you are a worker and you are a competent worker, that means you are fit for selection. इसमें कोई SSB की तैयारी नहीं है. Now, a competent student or a competent worker implies that the person's general awareness should also be decent. And the person should be reasonably physically fit also, because that's a requirement of the defense services. So that is all what is required. That's an entire SSB preparation stuff. If a person who has meets this criteria and does not know the full form of SSB, that person will get selected. And your people's approach is what story likhte raho, OLQ ki definition rakhte raho. And I don't know what all trash you people keep doing. Keep wasting your time and keep getting rejected or even getting screened out. So don't get involved in all these things. Just do your basics okay, and you will be fit for selection. I hope your question has been answered.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, Shubham Nikam is asking, my parents have lost trust in me due to my failures in SSB. How to bring back trust of my parents?
Okay, it's a nice question. You bring back trust of people by doing nothing about them. We teach in personality development of proactive behavior. And the essence of proactive behavior is that you focus on the things which are in your control. And if your parents have lost trust in you, the primary reason is that you are not trustworthy. So what you do, focus your energies not on your parents, but on yourself, and make yourself trustworthy. What they have entrusted you with, do that well and become a more reliable person. Once you become that, you will find that the trust will automatically start coming. And that is how things are going to change. But once again, please don't focus on your energies on your parents. The problem is not with them. The problem is with you. Resolve your problem. If my students don't trust me, I don't have to bother about the students. I have to make myself trustworthy. I have to guide them properly. I have to do my job well. And then trust will automatically follow. By just trying to force, students that trust me, believe me and all that, it doesn't work that way. Yeah, next question, please.
Okay, sir. Sir, Abhishek is asking, during personal interview of AFCAT, interviewing officer asked me, what do you do in your free time? And I said, I am preparing for CAPF. So was my answer okay? Or is this answer okay? Preparation of other exams as a free time?
नहीं, फ्री टाइम तो ये हुआ ना भाई, जब आप पढ़ाई छढ़ाई ही कर रहे हो तो वो तो फ्री टाइम तो काउंट नहीं होगा. फ्री टाइम तो ये हुआ कि जब आपने मेन लाइन काम जो कर रहे थे उससे आप हट गए हो, या तो आपकी लाइफ ऐसी इतनी ज्यादा कंट्रोल्ड वो है कि आपके पास हार्डली कोई फ्री टाइम है. देन योर आंसर, देन एन अप्रोप्रिएट आंसर वुड बी कि सर फ्री टाइम तो है नहीं, मैं तो या तो अपना बेसिक कोर सब्जेक्ट की पढ़ाई कर रहा हूँ, या सीडीएस की पढ़ाई कर रहा हूँ, या सीएपीएफ की पढ़ाई कर रहा हूँ, या फिर रोजी रोटी खा के जिंदा रह रहा हूँ. तो फ्री टाइम इज नॉट देयर. बट फ्री टाइम मीन्स के आई मीन यू आर नॉट डूइंग दिस मेन लाइन वर्क, मेन लाइन स्टडीज और मेन लाइन जॉब ऑफ योर्स. सो इन दैट व्हाट यू डू, ही इज वांटिंग टू नो, लाइक वंस अगेन वो हॉबीज इंटरेस्ट वाली बात आती है, क्या रीडिंग करते हो, किस तरह के इंटरेस्ट फॉलो करते हो, सच लाइक स्टफ is what would be appropriate. This answer free time में क्या आप CAPF की पढ़ाई कर रहे हो is not an appropriate answer. Fine? Yeah.
Sir, another anonymous person is asking, is SSB of NDA different from Army TAS?
देखो, SSB एक सा ही होता है, चाहे कोस्ट गार्ड का हो, चाहे नेवी का हो, चाहे एयरफोर्स का हो, चाहे आर्मी का हो, सबके एक से ही होते हैं, उसमें कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है. फाइन. The differences are little bit in the outlook of the assessors. For example, जैसे अभी you know 12th entry वाला है, NDA है, टेक्निकल एंट्री स्कीम वाला है, तो उसमें क्या है, हम थोड़ा बेनिफिट ऑफ डाउट दे सकते हैं कैंडिडेट को कि ये ट्रेन होके इंप्रूव हो जाएगा. लेट अस से आई फाइंड दैट अ पर्सन इज ओवरऑल क्वाइट कॉम्पिटेंट बट हिज इंग्लिश इज नॉट दैट गुड. तो ऐसे ठीक है यार, ये बादशाह सोल्जरली आदमी है, इंग्लिश सीख जाएगा 3 साल पर, इसने एनडी की ट्रेनिंग करनी है और टेक्निकल एंट्री स्कीम में अपना जो 3 साल ग्रेजुएशन का ट्रेनिंग करेगा, तो ही पिक अप दोस थिंग्स देयर. Whereas I will not give this benefit of doubt to a person who is an undergraduate. अब CDS और टेक्निकल एंट्री वाले को हम ये बेनिफिट नहीं देंगे इतना. That is a very common sense kind of a thing. So this is what it is. Otherwise, the selection system works exactly in the same manner for all entries. Criteria remain the same. 15 ऑफिसर लाइक क्वालिटी है, क्वालिटी है, तो उसमें हमने एडिक्वेसी देखनी है कि ठीक ठाक बंदा है कि नहीं है. That's all. Yeah, next question.
Yes, sir. Kanish Basogia has asked, sir, what are the opportunities for retired SSC officers or short service commission officers back in civil life?
This is something, I mean, you need not ask me. You can go to Google and search out. I mean, जो दुनिया में जो जो opportunities हैं वो सारी available आपको भी हैं. And the thing is that for a short service commissioned officer, there are a lot of advantages of getting settled in the corporate world, because firstly, you have gone through a selection process which is highly respected in the entire country. So you qualified that, that's one thing. Secondly, you have undergone good quality training in some of the best training establishments in the country. Thereafter, you have worked in the organization for a number of years, which has given you a diverse exposure in man management and various things. So, you know, your chances of settling down in the corporate world are pretty good. In fact, you will not be at all at a handicap compared to your civilian counterparts. You will find that getting jobs and getting settled would be pretty easy. So going for short service commission is not at all a bad idea. Opportunities would be there. And also you see, we have our Director General of Resettlement, which prior to your quitting the organization offers you training of your choice. So you can pick the training of your choice, get trained at government expense while you are still in service, so that when you quit, you are well suited to take up a job. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, sir. Rudra Pratap Singh is asking, sir, in my last personal interview, the interview officer asked, do you have any question, or in conference I was asked, do you have any suggestion? So how do you answer this question, or we do not answer it at all?
The thing is that it is up to you. Firstly, if you have a question to an interviewing officer, you can ask him. After all, you know what happens, I've been an interviewing officer and I also used to ask this question to the candidates. Because thing is that we tend to feel that it is unfair that we are having a dialogue and I am only asking questions and the person sitting in front of me does not have the option of asking me anything. So we just feel, to get this sense of equity, that is fairness. Now, thing is that if you genuinely have a question, to ask it. If you don't have, they just don't, create questions or go with prepared questions and all that and ask him. Like once again, now coaching academy or website wali technique है ना, impressive question पूछ के अपने अपना marks बना लिया and all that. That's not going to work. And one thing I would tell you, definitely don't ask him a question about the assessment. कि सर मैं recommend हो जाऊंगा कि नहीं हो जाऊंगा, सर मैंने क्या किया and all that, because that's not the mandate. He's not supposed to be telling you that. It's a confidential stuff. So this is something you should not be asking. Same thing coming to the conference. If there are some points, लेकिन पानी टाइम से नहीं आ रहा था, मच्छर बहुत ज्यादा हैं, खाने में कुछ इशू था, you tell that point. Because after all, they are asking you this feedback to improve the system. So you tell that if the point is there. And in case you have not found anything of much significance, then just once again, like I said, asking question to the interviewing officer. You don't have to create, points and give there. So that should be the outlook. Keep it simple. Point is there, give. Question is there, ask. If nothing is there, don't start creating. Yeah.
Sir, we are being asked with this question again, but still for the benefit of all. Sunil Chaudhary is asking, sir, I have taken double drop for JEE. I was getting admission in private institution. Now, will this affect my interview? Or there is a person who has taken drop for clearing CDS. Drop.
देखो ये ड्रॉप लेने वाला, इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है, किसी के दिमाग में ये डाउट नहीं रहना चाहिए कि ये आदमी इनकॉम्पिटेंट है, तभी तो इसने ड्रॉप लिया। नहीं तो नॉर्मल कोर्स में जो था 12th पास करने के बाद ही a person should have been able to clear his engineering entrance or NEET or whatever. ड्रॉप ले रहा है तो इसका मतलब वो स्लो था, जैसे वो लाइफ बॉय का ऐड आता है कि तेरा साबुन स्लो है, तो स्लो है बंदा, इसमें तो कोई डाउट नहीं है। तो लेट्स बी वेरी क्लियर अबाउट दैट। तो have no doubts on this. Let's now move ahead. अब आपने ड्रॉप ले लिया है तो now that you can't change. तो 1 साल लिया 2 साल लिया, वो तो हिस्टोरिकल फैक्ट है। So now what you can do is you will be absolutely stupid to keep worrying about it and spoiling everything for the future. अब आपके हाथ में जो है उसे ढंग से करो काम। And once again I keep repeating the story of हमारा स्टूडेंट अजय सिंह राजपुरोहित। once again उसका कोट डाल देना, वेब लिंक भी शेयर कर देना योग्यता इसमें भी, that he had taken 6 years to pass his engineering, and after that also his knowledge of his mechanical engineering was nothing much, but he became an officer because thereafter what job he was doing he did it well, and he got focused, kept improved his general awareness, improved his physical fitness, cleared his OTA written, and he was found fit for selection. So his past track record was not held against him, because he made changes and made positive changes. If you have taken drops and you continue with the same outlook now also, then 100% you will not be selected. And not only in the defense services, and if someone like me was there to interview a candidate like this for any job, I would not take him. I would say that this guy is a time waster. So he will, like he has been wasting his time in the past, he will do this when I give him a job also. So that is going to be the outlook. I hope this has been answered adequately, Yogita.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Sir, Prakash Singh Rajput has asked, सर मैं एसीसी की तैयारी कर रहा हूँ, बट आप जानते हो कि फौज में टाइम नहीं मिलता, तो मैं क्या करना चाहिए?
बेटा देखो, बड़ा अच्छा सवाल है ये। हाँ, एसीसी वालों का सवाल मुझे जवाब वैसे भी देना चाहिए था। देखो बच्चे, मेरे पास भी जितने एसीसी के एस्पायरेंट आए हैं, कोई भी रेकमेंड नहीं हुआ है, कोई भी। मुझे बड़ा दुख है इस बात का। और मैं बातें बताता हूँ, जो एसीसी के एस्पायरेंट आते हैं उनमें कई कॉमन क्वालिटीज होती है। जनरली जो है सोशली अच्छे होते हैं बच्चे, और जिम्मेवार भी होते हैं। और बाकी चीजें अगर हम छोड़ दें तो एक बहुत मेजर इश्यू होता है वो इंग्लिश का। इंग्लिश और जनरल नॉलेज जो है वो वीक होती है, और उसके लिए अगर आपने ऑफिसर बनना है तो भाई आपको टाइम निकालना पड़ेगा, और कुछ भी करा के आपको ये चीजें इंप्रूव करनी पड़ेगी। ये अगर आप इंप्रूव नहीं करते हो तो आपका सिलेक्शन नहीं हो। और एक और इंपॉर्टेंट बात मैं बताता हूं, आप में से बहुत लोग जो मेरे पास भी आए वो सेलेक्ट होने लायक थे, लेकिन वो सेलेक्ट नहीं हुए। और मेजर इशू जो है वो 95% केसेस में ये होता है, उनके दिमाग में आ जाता है कि शायद हमसे ये नहीं हो पाए। और कई जो थे, जो कैंडिडेट उतने कॉम्पिटेंट नहीं भी थे। मेरे जब मैं 20 पंजाब में था, मेरा सीएचएम था, वो भाई रिटायर्ड एज मेजर, और उसको जो था सेना मेडल भी मिला था, प्रकाश चंद। तो वो जो था कैलिबर उसका उतना हाई नहीं था, लेकिन उसने जो था एफर्ट कंसिस्टेंट रखा। ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है। अगर आप गिव अप नहीं करोगे तो आपकी बात बनने के चांसेस बहुत अच्छे हो जाते हैं। आप मेरे पास गाइडेंस के लिए एनरोल कर सकते हैं, अच्छा आपको एनवायरनमेंट मिलता है, ग्रुप डिस्कशंस वगैरह, ग्रुप में पार्टिसिपेट करने के मिलता है स्कोप। वैसे भी आप अपने यूनिट वगैरह में भी अपने दोस्तों का एक साथ क्रिएट कर सकते हो। नहीं होता है तो आप हमारा ज्वाइन कर सकते हो एस्टेब्लिशमेंट। पर मेन बात उसी पे आ जाती है कि आपको कंसिस्टेंट एफर्ट करना पड़ेगा। अगर कंसिस्टेंट एफर्ट आप नहीं कर पाते हो तो फिर नहीं बात। समझ रहे हैं आप? ओके, थैंक यू।
Yes, sir. हेमंत चौधरी इज आस्किंग, सर स्टोरी में ग्रामेटिकल मिस्टेक्स काउंट होती है क्या?
अगर मेरा जैसा साइकोलॉजिस्ट आपको मिल जाए कोई, तो जो है, मैं अगर साइकोलॉजी के पेपर चेक करता तो मैं खाली 15% के पेपर्स जो थे उनकी साइकोलॉजी वगैरह देखता। 85% को मैं अंग्रेजी पे रिजेक्ट कर देता। कोई साइकोलॉजी देखने की जरूरत नहीं। ये स्टैंडर्ड इतना पुअर अंग्रेजी का हुआ है आज की डेट। तो ये मेरा जवाब है। और एग्जैक्टली इसको इंग्लिश को कितना वेटेज साइकोलॉजिस्ट खुद देते हैं ये मुझे एग्जैक्टली नहीं मालूम। दे विल नो बेस्ट, बट दिस इज व्हाट एग्जैक्टली आई वुड हैव डन। मैं जिस यूनिट को मैंने कमांड किया उसमें मेरे पास कम से कम 3 ऑफिसर ऐसे थे कि अगर मैं सिलेक्शन सिस्टम में होता तो उन्हें ऑफिसर नहीं बनने देता। So this is my outlook, and probably this may be the outlook of some of the oldies who are of my age group, of my vintage. अब आज की डेट वाले जो है, जो साइकोलॉजी जिनकी 5-6 साल नौकरी है, मे बी they may be little more, having a liberal outlook towards this angrezi, because probably if they may have had angrezi similar to what we are getting from the aspirants today. बट मेरा व्यू तो ये है, अंग्रेजी में मैं बिल्कुल पेनलाइज करता। और जो जैसी ट्रैश अंग्रेजी कई लोग लिख के भेजते हैं कि सेंटेंस लिखा उसका कोई मतलब भी पता नहीं चला, ना द लगाया ना एन लगाया, पता ही नहीं है, देयर नो चांस ऑफ गेटिंग रिकमेंडेड फ्रॉम अ what do you call kadak psychologist if he was checking things like this.
Okay, sir. We will take last question. Rajat Pathak is asking, sir, how to represent weaknesses in self-description?
सही सही बात लिखो, सच सच क्या है उसमें, जो वीकनेस है लिख दो। क्या मैं क्या बताऊंगा उसमें, जो आपकी वीकनेस है मुझे क्या पता। आप देखो, छुपाने की कोशिश, आप देखो, मैं समझ रहा हूं आपका आपका आउटलुक ये है कि कुछ वीकनेस लिखी भी जाए, क्योंकि खाली नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए, और वीकनेस ऐसी लिखी जाए जो कि शायद स्ट्रेंथ सी ही हो, क्योंकि लगे ही ना कि वीकनेस है, क्योंकि आपने इंप्रेस करना है। तो इस तरह का काम ना करें, सीधी सीधी बात करें। क्योंकि देखिए, ये सिलेक्शन सिस्टम बड़ा कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव है। इंटरव्यूइंग ऑफिसर जो आपसे बातचीत कर रहा है उसको पता चल जाएगा आप में क्या कमजोरियां है। तो आप सच सच बताओ तो ठीक है, नहीं बता रहे हो तो ही विल नो एटलीस्ट कि आप झूठ भी बोलते हो। एंड सिमिलर थिंग विल हैपन विद द साइकोलॉजिस्ट आल्सो। साइकोलॉजिस्ट विल assess your personality based on your various things that you have given. If it emerges that you are absolutely casual from your entire series and you say कि आई एम वेरी हार्ड वर्किंग, कमिटेड एंड वेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबल, उसमें डाल दोगे तो उससे ये एक और बात पता चलेगी कि आप झूठ भी बोलते हो। फाइन, सो इट वुड बी बेटर टू राइट स्ट्रेट व्हाट इज देयर। ओवरऑल स्पीकिंग, see, when you are writing about your strengths and weaknesses, it is but natural that your strengths should be more than your weaknesses. Because if they are not, that means कि आपने अपनी जिंदगी में कोशिश ही नहीं की अपनी वीकनेसेस को दूर करने की। तो फिर हम क्या सेलेक्ट करेंगे? आप ही खुद अपने आप को रिजेक्ट कर रहे हो। So that should be the outlook, and you should not have any hesitation, and it would not be incorrect to state, like if you've written a weakness, that you are less, like people tell me that I do not pay adequate attention to others when they are speaking or communicating to me. So I do make an effort to improve upon this aspect by trying to listen to others with greater concentration. This is what I can do. So I would have written that this is the thing which I feel is my weakness, but I am making efforts to improve upon it. Fine. And if there is a specific method you are doing, write that also. So this should be your outlook about writing on strengths and weaknesses. You can also go to our website and read about an essay we have written about self-description. Blog is there. Sample self-descriptions are also given. You can read those. They will give you ideas, and then accordingly you can frame your self-description. It will help you as a guide. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Okay, rest questions, Amit Kumar, Ravi Prashant. We will take your questions next time in the end of today's sessions. And for specific doubts, please write to us at nofrillsacademy@gmail.com. Next time we will meet on Sunday 10 a.m.
Yeah, Yogita, what you should do, you should keep taking up the queries raised in the our YouTube channel and Instagram also. No, I hope you are doing that.
I am getting the queries on Instagram as well. So I am getting those and copy pasting in the notepad. So
Yes,
next
yes.
time I am referring to that notepad as well.
ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है. Fine, fine. Okay then. Thank you. Take care, boys and girls. Have a good day. Bye bye. Thanks, Yogita.